I'm sure there are people having comments on social media. There will be. It can't be 100% love. There will be 80-20, 70-30. It could be 60-40. So my depression wasn't from the negativity of Instagram, for example, or social media, for example. When somebody is speaking or writing or commenting about you, it's a lot of projection that they're bringing their own self. There's a lot of that happens. Who likes to read negative comments, or who likes to see that? It can rile you up from time to time, especially if you're going through a bit of a beat where you're not feeling 100%. It's not that you need to go and speak about this, but you just need to find yourself to detach yourself from social media. It cannot be the end all and be all of your existence. I'm not going and checking the negativity because the noise of positivity is far more authentic. आपको जो करना है करो, मैं अपना करूंगा.
For all film-related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Pooja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. It's been a while.
आज कुछ और ही मांग लेती. You said मुझे अर्जुन दिखाई नहीं दे रहा और मैं प्रकट हो गया सीधा.
I know, yeah, really. But how are you, my Cancerian pal? I could feel the vibe. हम लोगों के साथ यही problem है. You remember that dialogue from Lamhe when Anupam Kher tells Anil Kapoor, जब कुछ सोचने के लिए भी नहीं होता ना, वो कुछ सोचने के लिए मंगवा लेते हैं. So I'm seeing you after Sandeep or Pinky Farrar. It's been wild. And I would say Arjun 2.0 कह देते हैं. What a comeback as
लोग कह ही रहे तो हम क्यों ना बोले, हम भी घुस जाते हैं.
Hey, putting the good into playing bad.
Correct.
I mean, how are you feeling when the film has given the theaters, box office, cash registers are clinking? I hope आपको भी उसमें से कुछ मिल गया है. Shared, but
मुझे प्यार मिल गया, वो काफी है इस वक्त.
So how does it feel? And it really helped playing this mincing danger Lanka.
I mean, so it feels great. It feels amazing to be part of a successful film. To be part of such a big film and a franchise already was something that I can tick mark on my list and say, it's an experience I'll bank forever. But of course, when the film pans out, it does well. You get appreciated. See, you can also get lost in a film like this. Things might not pan out for you as an actor, as a performer. A successful film will always give you a piece of the pie. You will always benefit. But I feel what's happened is the overwhelming reaction to Danger Lanka has come from a place of, wow, we didn't know he can pull this off. And also, we are glad he can pull this off. So I think now it's created excitement about, okay, he's proven us wrong, so that's great. Let's see what else he can do. And the people who've been cheering for me is like, okay, see, we always knew he can do stuff like this. So I think in that sense, there's a validation and a nice sense of the redemption arc of my personal life continues in that sense. Take the punches and then still keep standing and keep fighting back.
Absolutely. I mean, you are a testament in that. But also, it's interesting because, I just saw Bobby and Animal. His second innings has been glorious. Do you think that Danger Lanka would be the beginning of something more exciting where I think he's liberated you in unleashing the backside?
So I think when I'd signed Singham, Animal had not released. And then when I was shooting Animal release, and I kind of realized, okay, there is an audience that is willing to enjoy these characters, these performances. I don't know if it'll mean that I'm only doing these roles, because I wouldn't only want to be doing this, but definitely the audience is suggesting they enjoy me in this. So I will definitely be embracing this dark side or the bad side or the grey side when I'm looking at scripts and characters. And I hope it's also यार मैं जितना भी सोच लूं, ऑडियंस ने एक इंडिकेशन दिया ना, when people bring material to you, you have to be excited about it. So I think this will just create opportunities for me, and then I'll take it from there. But definitely I'm open to doing more stuff like this, because being unhinged is great fun on screen.
It absolutely is, because I know हम लोगों के sunshine का problem है, we can't be unhinged in real life, तो screen पे तो बन सकते हैं to unleash that.
You live vicariously through the characters you play, so yeah.
Absolutely. And also the fact, Arjun, it's been a dozen years now, this year in the film industry.
Yeah.
Ishaq Zadeh, that character Karan still remains a case in point. Till date.
So I think the hints were there, na? Whether it's Gunde, Ishaq Zadeh or Aurangzeb, the first three films all had the grey elements at play.
Yeah.
I think Ishaq Zadeh was a very different starting point for an actor to be a main lead or a mainstream hero. The kind of character that was, the small town rogue, hooligan, brash, not giving a damn, gun tottering, just roaming around with absolute disdain for the world. Immature, yes, but definitely uncouth, and the way he behaves with the women in his life, really resentful. But he had a redemption arc, and I think that's where the bad boy learning about life through circumstances, I think, resonated with the audiences, and I think they related to me. But it was unique because also I'm a very unique person. If you see the way I was even in that film, I wasn't the boy next door. It wasn't the typical quintessential debut, and it still worked. And I think it remains relevant even today because they liked me in that space then and they like me as Danger Lanka now. So the evolution in 12 years is um, from
Param
from
to Danger Lanka, what are
from
actually?
from Parma to Danger Lanka, yes, but also from a bad boy to an evil man. I think they've enjoyed me on the darker side a lot.
A lot more than, the two states, which remains my favorite though, because the
Which is amazing because there is an audience that always meets me and talks about two states, Ki and Ka, Mubaraka. Then there is an audience that talks about Finding Fanny and Sandeep or Pinky Farrar. So over the course of your career, you will meet different audiences that enjoy different sides of you. But um, in the mainstream world right now, I think this one has clicked. So I have to respect the reaction and I have to also try and forge myself into this space a little bit more right now.
it's funny because it's true. Animal got the kind of reviews it did, but it did really well. Similarly, your character is unhinged, mardhar. I mean, he can blow people up with just carrying like weapons in his mouth. I mean, you would hate them, but the audience is lapping it up because you also say you watch your movies like an audience. What do you think actually is the psyche of the movie goer? Because आप उनको intellectualize नहीं करना है कुछ.
No, actually, see, to give them credit, what happens is the audience is dictated by how the world around you becomes. I think the world today is a very grey place in that sense. The vanilla kosher characters tend to become boring after a point because they don't actually exist. I think today morality, ethics, your moral compass, the choices you make have come from a selfish place. And what happens is if you see it from that perspective, from our older generation perspective, the rights and wrongs are very clear. Today's society, today's rules are very different. There are no rules, perhaps, because today it's a man-eat-man world. Today it's a very different environment. So what happens is when you see a character really letting loose to get what he believes is his right, or is unhinged, and perhaps doing anything it takes, there is a dark side in all of us that kind of enjoys watching it and feels a release, because you're never going to do that.
Yeah.
It's sort of cathartic to see somebody else just do things. I mean, and that's not to talk about the violence. What I mean is just taking action. Because we are always put into boxes and there are rules and regulations. So when you see someone play out and lash out, you feel a part of you is enjoying that because you can't do it, or you won't do it because you're conditioned to not think like that. But actually, there's a part of you that has thought like that. It's like almost. I mean, let's generalize it. Okay, when somebody's boss is giving them a hard time for no rhyme or reason, there are enough flash cuts in people's heads saying that I want to strangle this man and make him shut up. I want to put tape. But you don't do that, right? You just smile, you listen, you pay attention for whatever's worth, you soak it in or you ignore it and you move on. But when you see somebody actually going ahead and just choking the man and making him, there's a part of it that says, I wish I could do that.
Absolutely.
Without judgment. So I think that's society now. There is a lot of negativity around. There's a lot of anger around. There's a lot of resentment around. And those emotions are really at the forefront because of, I think, social media also, because you look at other people's lives, you look at a lot that's going on. Society is not the easiest place. So what happens is when you're living in a time like that, the release comes from enjoying all sorts of characters, not only your hero worship characters.
Absolutely. It's interesting that you say, because also somewhere as human beings, as you said, social media, and you also have been subject to it, where you're perceived by these nameless, faceless people, and you're getting this somewhere at the back of your mind, you'll say it doesn't matter, but you're seeking validation from these strangers. And I know you.
I've never seek validation from strangers on social media. I will never ever let myself come down to that level. Because very audience, my validation actually is the fact that I'll continue to do films and put myself out there, and the critics, the audience that pays money, you can sense, right? When a film doesn't do well or does well, when you get some kind of feedback or you don't, when a film pans out or it gets panned, that's the validation you're seeking. Like today is my validation. I'm sure there are people having comments on social media There will be, it can't be 100% love. There will be 80-20, 70-30. It could be 60-40. I'm not going and checking the negativity because the noise of positivity is far more authentic and far more louder than I need to go and even give importance to the negative. So to cut your question, which I did, I'm not
No,
looking for validation from the negativity of
no,
social.
I understand, but it's that perception. You have been not had it easy. You've been weighed by perception, and your career graph also has been the highs of highs.
Yeah, yeah, of course. So
Professionally and personally, where everything is public fodder. How does one live around that? Yeah, I mean, you've said that you were diagnosed with mild depression. It gets to anyone.
So my depression wasn't from the negativity of Instagram, for example, or social media, for example. I think my phase or my low phase came from me in trying to understand how I can do better in my career, how I can be a better person, and not let my career affect the way I'm going about my daily life.
Yeah.
The negativity was one aspect. It's not the only aspect. It's one of the things that.
At least hota hai ek.
Yeah, you have to deal with that. What I can say is I've always known this, and this is a reality. You need to remind yourself when somebody is speaking or writing or commenting about you, it's a lot of projection that they're bringing their own self. There's a lot of that happens. I'm not saying it's easy and I've attained some nirvana and I can tackle it. I don't like it. It's who likes to read negative comments or who likes to see that. It can rile you up from time to time, especially if you're going through a bit of a beat where you're not feeling 100%. You can't let it consume you beyond a point. For that, you need the right people around you. And I think, if I may speak about it, um, it's not that you need to go and speak about this, but you just need to find yourself to detach yourself from social media. It cannot be the end all and be all of your existence. Um, that's very, very important. And I realized that I left. So I was not on social. I think this year in January for 30 days I did a detox. And I felt great and I felt empowered that I didn't look at Instagram. I didn't look at anything on the internet. As in you use the internet, but it was not about what I'm doing because I was actually just shooting for Singham. You need to find your ways to regulate yourself out of the nonsense. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना. You also need to know where the true critics are, the true audiences are, and where all this chaos is. I just said this in the last interview where criticism and negativity is concerned. Unfortunately, our cricket team did such an amazing job. They achieved bloody sporting nirvana this year, when
Everyone will remember New Zealand, India versus New Zealand.
So what happens is in about 3 months' time, they're having to face the flag. I mean, like, if that's going to happen, that should give you perspective as an actor that I mean, listen, they won the World Cup. It's one of the greatest sporting moments in the history of our sporting, in our sports history. I'm not saying cut them some slack, but what happens is everything seems wrong. It's extreme, and people get off and enjoy reacting. Everything they feel is their birthright now to put their opinion and perspective out there. So at that point, you need to just say, okay, you know what? आपको जो करना है करो, मैं अपना करूंगा. And that's what I learned how to do.
Being one of the strongest, speakers when it comes to the clickbait, because you've seen it pan out in your own life, because that's the way it is. Paid media, paid reviews, clickbait. This is what is sailing the boat.
No, I don't completely agree with that because I'm a prime example sitting in front of you. I've been as authentic as I can be through my down phases, and I'm sitting in front of you. And speaking about that, I'm not only building perception and fake reality around me. There's no delusion in my life, and I don't need fake validation. I have waited for the reality, and I'm only reacting to the love that I've got in reality. So I don't want to comment on what anybody else does in the profession or what is presumed that is done in a profession. I think I can only do what I believe, and I've always tried to do that, and I'll stay authentic as much as this profession allows you. Of course, nobody likes clickbait culture. I mean, I don't personally.
Absolutely.
But abhi wo hai reality. It's like saying you don't like the heat in Delhi, but now it is the reality. You don't like the humidity in Bombay, but that in Mumbai, that is the reality. So
सर्दी आने वाली है जो बॉम्बे को नहीं मिलती है.
हाँ, तो वो अच्छी बात है. तो I'm saying कि कुछ चीजें हैं जो हमारे कंट्रोल के बाहर है.
Absolutely. But
मेरे कंट्रोल में है कि मैं जो हूँ वैसा रहूँ, तो मैं कोशिश वही करता हूँ.
आप जैसे हो आप ठीक हो. But how has Arjun Kapoor today looking at himself as an actor today in this past, let's say 10 days? How has it been? Has your perception about you changed?
No, I'm just enjoying the reconnect with the audience, the validation from critics, the kind of feedback I'm getting. Sometimes you work hard on a film and it doesn't get the kind of love it deserves, you know. So I feel it's compounded and it's coming back in this film. So as of right now, I'm just enjoying being Arjun Kapoor, the boy, the man, the human being. Actor पे आ जाऊंगा बाद में. है मेरे पास टाइम इस वक्त थोड़ा सा मैं अपने आप को एंजॉय करने देना चाहता हूँ. I want to just allow myself to feel the love.
Absolutely.
करियर सॉल्व कर लेंगे, एक महीने बाद भी कर सकते हैं फिर. अभी थोड़ा सा मैं एंजॉय करना चाहता हूँ.
Absolutely. And इसके बाद no entry two with Mr. Kapoor and your father. What can we look forward to?
That's got Varun, Diljit and me. Anees bhai is directing and my father, of course, is producing. We're working out the logistics, like I've been saying. You know, एक बार चीजें थोड़ी और finalize हो जाए, थोड़ा और we have more clarity on it. We're looking forward to making it happen next year. And let's save that for our next conversation, so I can give you a big, proper, genuine update on it. Abhi ke liye to we've all just come together and agreed to do it. We need to just put it all together and be able to present it to you all officially very, very soon. Yeah.
Absolutely. What are you looking forward to? And I want to ask you one more question today. The industry seems to be going through a crisis, but hopefully the performance of your movie and the other movie has brought some respite. As a viewer, also as somebody from the industry, what do you think is actually the constraint, or what is the dilemma that everyone's going through as of now?
That's a very long answer. I'll try and keep it short, but it's very tough to, you know, if you just say content acha hoga, then it's not as simple as that. I think habits changed pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, during pandemic. The quality of work perhaps suffered because there was a lot of work being done to make sure we just get out of our houses and start creating material. We were still discovering the new taste of audiences. Like we spoke in one of the answers today, the mindset in the world is evolving very, very fast, you know. So what happens is that sometimes can be a disconnect between the creative forces and the man paying money to watch a film. It's cyclic. It's also a learning curve. It's obviously not a lot of fun being in this situation, along with the fact that we have allowed a dynamic to seamlessly carry forward where आप अपने काम से जवाब दे सकते हो. जो पिक्चरें नहीं चलती तो you have to accept that maybe somewhere we as an industry need to learn. And of course, the world has now become a smaller place because of the platforms coming in. We can watch films of all languages. We can appreciate them. Today, I can choose to not go and watch a film that has got mixed, meddling reviews and watch it at home when it comes out. We've created more choices, which was bound to happen with technology. And of course, with the pandemic, it's been really sped up because a lot of our films started going straight to OTT. All those excuses that you would call it aside, I think the evolution of writing is a bit slower than we would have liked. You know, we've not been able to quite crack the writing formats and the formulas, I think. But it's heartening to see in all this also our industry is willing to learn. Nobody is pretending that it's a great time. You know, I know I'm here. I feel it all the time. Everybody's trying to put their head down and really get to something so we can come back in the next couple of years and put up a good show and entertain people and bring them to theaters over and over again.
Absolutely, and looking forward to that too. And thank you so much. What next? What do you want to do next? And if you were to meet Danger Lanka,
if
you were to meet Danger Lanka face to face, what is one thing?
No, I'm not interested in meeting Danger Lanka at all. I don't want to. I'll have a big ideological and moral conflict with him, so there's no point getting into it. मुझे झगड़े नहीं करने इस वक्त किसी के साथ. मैं बहुत खुश हूँ जिंदगी से. I'm just looking forward to soaking all of this in and living in the moment right now. That's it.
I am very happy for you. Always a pleasure to speak to you. अब इतना लंबा गैप मत कर देना मेरे दोस्त.
नहीं, जब कुछ काम की बात होगी तभी फोन करते हैं हम तो ना, वरना तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. I don't like to tom like I said about myself, but yeah, we'll make sure next time the gap is not so long.
Yes, absolutely. Enjoy, revel in the moment. I know, and वो Cancerian imposter syndrome को दूर करते हैं हम भी. I'll also work on it. But all the very best and take care of yourself.
Thank you so much.
Many congratulations.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.